Ladies, gentlemen, children, good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me here today. My name is Simon Bean. I'm also known as the Maverick veteran on social media. I joined the British Army in 1983 and served a little over 22 and a half years, and had the privilege of standing alongside quality people of both sexes from all three services. When I swore the oath of allegiance, I was young, impressionable, and truly believed that I would be valued forever by the establishment. Yeah, right. The government of the day, headed by Margaret Thatcher, ensured I was well trained, well motivated, well fed, and well paid. I followed orders without question, provided a service to Her Majesty the Queen and my country. This continued until late on in my career, when I began to have doubts about the righteousness of what servicemen and women were being asked to do by subsequent governments. A man called Tony Blair had something to do with my new attitude. In 2005, just 7 months after my second tour in the Middle East, my time was up. I was 41 years of age, and all I knew was soldiering. The tens of thousands of us that serve are highly trained, disciplined, motivated individuals. We are expected to be self-sufficient, professional, and educated in military doctrine. But at some point, our shelf life expires and we're discarded into Civvy Street. The nightmare now begins. Nobody at any point trained us how to be a civilian. Overnight, you become a veteran with the same mentality that was installed into you as a soldier. We face issues that we've never encountered, and you begin to question yourself. Where do I go for advice? Who do I ask? Should I ask? I'm trained to be self-sufficient, so I should know. Veterans are proud, maybe too proud to ask. We muddle through, we make mistakes. Some of us lash out against individuals and the establishment, and this often leads to a meeting with a judge, a criminal record, broken relationships, mental health issues, suicide, and homelessness. The UK has an estimated 300,000 homeless on the streets, and an estimated 6% or 18,000 of those are veterans. However, we know that figure is inaccurate, as it's based on veterans rough sleeping on the streets. It doesn't take into account veterans sleeping in cars, sofa surfing, or those that prefer to sleep out of sight in the woods, the forests, and the mountain regions of the United Kingdom. What grips my shit is last year 45,755 illegals arrived in small boats and were fully briefed on their entitlements. They didn't need to ask. They continue to be told where to obtain assistance, who to ask for that assistance, and are given hotel accommodation costing at least £8 million per day at capitation rate, which is completely funded by the British taxpayer. They receive 3 square meals each day, pocket money and a phone, and they have the balls to complain about small bathrooms, shared bedrooms and poor Wi-Fi. These hotels should be open for tourism to enable visitors to this beautiful county to enjoy what it has to offer. In my personal opinion, the only cross-channel migrants we should see here in Norfolk are the migrating birds as they stop off for a rest. The government has decided that asylum seekers should now be placed in underused military airfields, such as the Wethersfield Airfield in Essex and RAF Scampton in Lincolnshire. This is an outrageous policy when those locations are steeped in history that won't be appreciated by the asylum-seeking darlings, all men of warfighting age. It's known that military airfields are located in isolated countryside areas that are flat, sometimes close to small villages with small populations of local people. How are these people expected to feel safe when they are outnumbered by an invasion of foreign men camped out on their doorstep? Give the RAF accommodation to homeless veterans. They will respect it. They will look after it. They will appreciate their history. And above all, will respect, assist and add value to the local community. As a concerned parent and granddad, I fear for our children. It's a cliche, but the children are our future. As a parent, you must covet them. As a grandparent, you must covet them. And together, we must protect them night and day from the usual threats, in addition to woke government policy and the ideologies travelling here in the heads of the illegals. In summary, I've done my time and I swore my allegiance to the late Her Majesty the Queen, her heirs and successors, and nothing can change that fact. However, my time served, coupled with what I know now, and my experience gained as an adult, has placed me in a position where I can make an additional short and sweet allegiance to the great people of this great nation. For as long as I have breath in my body, I will stand, fight and protect the great people of this nation and continue to speak out against the tyranny planned and carried out by the corrupt collective of parliamentarians housed within the Palace of Westminster, for they are the true enemy within. Be safe. I love you. Thank you for your continued support and for being here today.